First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle made by
a check on Jacobs from a week ago. 21 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. He'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got room. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding.
White lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Man, they got it.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Carr's pass. Complete to Henry.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Come on.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the one. One more time with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And how can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw on 3rd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Third down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Formath to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had
The
to.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. Looking to pick up some steam, generate some steam right now. Down on the scoreboard and struggling a bit.
And sometimes you have to find it from places you don't ordinarily get it. Not necessarily just going back and throwing the football. Maybe use your legs a little bit. Maybe rely on some teammates, get the ball in their hand.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hey, time. Check 26, check 26. Right now.
Throwing again. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Number 83.
Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
For the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the league. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Newton on 1st down. He's got it over the middle. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2.
They fake the give. Newton. He'll buy some time right. He'll Cam fire. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Newton on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Las Vegas.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.